Palidore, the post-OC Sixador, back again with Echo Arena Top 20 Plays featuring Pizza League Season 2, Week 4. Let's do it. At number 20, we begin our countdown with the Ender, baiting the pass for the intercept, then the casual toss from the outside. At 19, it's Strembitsky waving his wand of shot fakes with a bibbity, the bobbity, the boom. At 18, it's Kung defending 2v1, going undercover to recover for Team Sauce. At 17, it's Ender to J, under to Ender, Ender going over for the shot. At 16, possession changing hands a couple times before IKilledCupid finds Jaywalker for the snipe of a shot past two defenders. At 15, a similar play develops, but this time it's Strembitsky on the mozzarella stack, in the back, on track to deny the attack. At 14, it's Andy W using his ears, sensing the enemy for that stun block, then bouncing it to Kung for the in-rhythm 3. Number 13, it's Gamerboy with a block, gets knocked right after, then climbed all over for the snag and the score by Strem. Strem climbing that ladder like it's his day job. At 12, it's Kung in goal being unfazed by the up and under, the beautiful concentration for the save. At number 11, off the rebound, it's Kaznaz with a difficult shot fading backwards, but still enough muscle to beat the defense's hustle. Starting the top 10, it's Jaywalker the aggressive D, Ender in a great position for the intercept, dodges the defense, and takes an off-balance shot that is absolute. At 9, it's crunch time in the first round of Jalapeno versus Mozzarella, and on the save, it's Mort, the export of great import to keep his team alive. At 8, it's all of Team Pepperoni with the Passeronis, slicing apart the defense with that gorgeous pass work, and every player touching the disc in this sequence. Then at 7, it's yet another impeccable peppering of Pepperoni passing to impress upon the defense and certainly impress the fans. Pepperoni showing why they were one of two teams going undefeated all season so far, and the other undefeated team? Why, those guys right there on Team Sauce. That brings us to number 6. It's Team Sauce with a defensive denial. First, watch Kung, stunned but ducking with Sneaky from Pepperoni attached to incidentally block the shot with Sneaky's head. Second shot, Kung takes it into his own hands for a save. Third attempt, and another save from Chocolate. Then the steal and clear from Duller. Team Sauce showing why they had been undefeated all season as well. Entering the top 5, Team Jalapeno is down by 2, approaching 30 seconds left in the round. Off the turnover, Mozzarella reaches the disc first, but then it's Jay from Jalapeno snaking in for the intercept and the hot shot to steal the round. At number 4, it's Jalapeno looking for lightning to strike twice towards the end of the next round. Game is tied up, and this time it's Ender showing some fancy handles, then winding it to Cupid for the arrow to the heart of Team Mozzarella. Then on the other side for play number 3 with the clock winding down, it's Cupid and Jaywalker on defense making sure that the arrow in Mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks. At play number 2, we're heading back to this upper finals match between the only undefeated teams left in Pizza League. Over by Bowtie, it's Kung coming through with the party favors for Sauce with a punch. Then the dip before the deuce. His team coming back to tie it up after being down 10-4 only 3 minutes prior. Coming in at number 1, same match seconds later off a turnover. It's Kung dipping for the disc. Last time the party favors, this time the partying favors, finding Della Ranger for the wildfire into the goal as time expires, completing Team Sauce's comeback on a game winner. Ranger things have happened, and Sauce does go on to win round 3 and advance into the Pizza League. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. Here in Week 4, we've got ourselves a Master Tier Master League matchup about to begin between Instinct and Synapse. Gonna be a fun one, no doubt. Now, on the casting booth today, I'm Palidore, being joined here by NightFiree, coming in for another Echo cast, and glad to have him. So, how you doing?
I am good. I'm looking forward to today's matchup. I love watching high-tier Echo. I very much enjoyed the venue's performances that we had on Sunday. That was exhilarating, and I'm pretty dang excited to get into this matchup right now.
Oh yeah, me too. These are two teams right at the top of their game, at the top here of Master League. I mean, all the 160 some teams. These teams right here, I mean, making up part of that top 5 or so. And just gonna be fun to watch. I know Synapse and Instinct both, been involved here since the preseason and well before that as well, just as players these last few years. As the first shot attempt perhaps is gonna go, but saved by Ender.
What? That was an insane save. Excellent stack work to get back on goal and prevent that from going in. Very nice snag just in the nick of time. And it's stuff like this that you can learn if you're a new Echo player. You're sort of just trying to get a feel for how this game works. Watch these guys every move. Watch the stack movement here out of the squad as they sink a three-pointer from Canorama. Go, boy, I butchered that.
Monokara Chaos, something like that. Connemara, though, causing a little chaos there on the pronunciation. But yeah, he is a hot shot. Definitely not a stranger to those long bombs there.
Absolute excellent stack work to get him up. And now, yeah, we go into the Synapse offense. We'll see if they can work their way up. They are doing a nice job passing up onto goal. Here comes, I think, an attempted shot. Nice little hand work there inside of the 2-point range. Chrome with a really nice answer back for Synapse. That was quick.
Oh, yeah, it was. And Chrome, same kind of thing. All these players, I mean, they're just so multi-dimensional, multi-talented. There's a lot of offensive devastation there. And before I forget, by the by, Lanzan with the Tier 1 subscription here, 6 months now. Thank you very, very much for that in the clutch.
Love that. You see the blitz coming in there from Synapse, doesn't find any purchase. The long shot dings off the corner, so close to sinking in there. That would have been a nice little boost up on their lead. Good passing, though, puts them in range of goal here. Shot doesn't come in from the backside. A nice steal, preventing that from coming in.
Yeah, .com just guarding the goal ever so bravely, as he always does. It's whether it's a dive or the save itself, just has a little bit of everything on the defense. And Zach now trying to cause some chaos here on the offense. There's Chrome, but look at that stack coming in quickly to guard off the goal. Still going to roll here, looking for their passes, being so patient not to hand it off too early, and finally getting the shot. That was just beautiful patience to get them that goal.
Such great movement from the squad to get around the defense. The way they navigated their way and positioned themselves, it's so underrated. I feel like in a lot of these matches where these high tier players are playing, just their positioning alone is so impressive. To be open for those shots and to be in the right spot where it's not going to be able to get stolen, it's not going to get grabbed by the opposing team, and great work there to get that goal.
Absolutely. That's Synapse at its best. I mean, aside of the just absolutely stringent defense, it's the offense here, though, for Ender coming in on Instinct. And Ender been just raining down 3-point barrages these first 4 weeks of Season 2.
Man, these 3-pointers coming in from Instinct are clutched. I honestly, I feel like momentum was shifting into Synapse's favor there for those last 2 minutes, but you just kind of shut everything down there with a 3-pointer like that. You're now a 2-point lead. They have to at least score a goal here to even be contending. So just a really fantastic answer back. And now we are seeing Synapse trying to work their way up to goal.
Yeah, but being bothered here by Ender in the midfield now, trying just to ping pong between all these players, and actually pretty successfully. Look at that. Ender all by his lonesome, able to cause a turnover, get it off a deep clear that even might have a chance, but there's these speedy stacks from Synapse, able to get back, but the clear not quite as precise, so Ender gets the disc right back. Again, just kind of by himself somehow, gets the pass, and now, oh, right into the hands there of Kavichi, but sliding right out of his mitts.
I don't even think Kavichi was ready for that one. It almost seemed like he was surprised the disc was in his hands when he went for that shot. But either way, a good bit of defense to prevent Instinct from extending this lead right here. And positioning, again, Instinct trying to get open. A nice bounce pass off the roof. The setup in the middle goes, oh, man, just missed that pass.
But not missing the grab, Kanemaru. Considers the shot, but then eyes it down, sees the defense in the way, trying to duck on through with a stun. But nice blocking from Ender, a nice save from .com. A couple great plays in that entire sequence, but it'll still remain here on blue side.
That was a beautiful backhanded spin shot right there, and then the save. And clip it and ship it. That is some good Echo Arena right there.
And yeah, right now they're trying to dip in for a goal, but again, just off a little bit on these passes. They got the right ideas. You know, you can see what they're trying to line up, but just the execution slightly off here. So maybe still kind of getting warmed up.
So close to putting in a couple of points there for Team Instinct. They do manage to get it out of their zone, pushing it back into Synapse, and here comes the stack. A quick 2-pointer. Instinct extend it, now with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, so after all that back and forth jostling for position and trying to get those passes, those cuts into the goal, as Instinct, as much as any team, is going to go for those things. But they finally get one, and it's just off of a walk-in, basically, off that clear, and right there, just about alone at the goal. So go figure.
No early blitz coming in from Instinct, but the disruption in the midfield paying dividends here, as now Synapse does work their way up. The passing coming in play. The center here, and a nice 2-point answer back. Chrome with the shot on, and a nice setup from Andy.
All right back within 2, and they'll gladly take that efficient goal. Only 17 seconds in. It's funny how that happens sometimes. You go scoreless, both teams go scoreless for a few minutes, and then finally the cap's broken, then the next joust, it's 10, 20 seconds in, another goal. See that happen so much.
It's got something to do with each team's setup, right? The ability to come out of your launch with the disc in hand, depending on how well your QB is. Here, Ender getting challenged himself instead of doing the stunning, and a nice shot on goal. The almost long-range shot, half court here. The follow-up, Andy ties things up. There's very little time left here.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes and right back into it. But yeah, I guess it depends on how long we get stuck. If it's going to be, because the last 2 goals, it was 17 points or 17 seconds and 19 seconds respectively. Before that, it was I think like 1:59. So it depends really on the pace here and how the next couple minutes play out. But yeah, it's effectively back to 0-0 just with this tie. No team able to pull ahead at this point.
And then you know what? It seems like Instinct is feeling this too. They've said this has been too quick. These points have been too fast. We need to slow it up. And that's what they tried to do in their zone there. Just kind of pause the momentum a little bit. You had the brawling in the center. Everyone trying to set up for a pass. But here Synapse has managed to get disc in hand. They are threatening for another shot on goal, and a nice defensive block there. Excellent grab.
Oh, that's so important there from Cruisin'. Nothing unusual. That's just part of his many roles, but his most important one perhaps, guarding that goal and doing it so well. That said, an overshoot on the disc and a slap shot from Ender to take a 3-point lead. What a hit!
What? The slap shot for a 3? That is... am I trying to comprehend? Throwing the disc into goal is challenging enough. Palidore coming out of a stack, boosting in, and just slapping it in for a 3?
It's ridiculous. It's just, you see the smallest little mistakes there, and Ender just punishing on that one. I mean, how many players in the league, how many teams in the league, except here at the tip top, are able to do things like that? That's why it's so difficult, because the smallest little things on either end, an execution, and the other teams are just going to be able to make you pay if you mess up.
Synapse not giving up, though. You know, even though they are down here, they're still in minute 13. The stack coming in, almost the answer back. That was almost another slap in for a 3. Here comes Chrome with the shot on. It's just going to be 2, but it's a good answer back. They're in within 1 point range now.
Yeah, that was almost right back. That would have been stellar had that slap shot gone in.
Come on.
But yeah, Ender just continuing to rein in those 3s. And maybe feeling a little bit more confident on it. Either way, though, it was a very timely hit from Synapse, and they're going to still be in good position here, knowing their defensive potential. I mean, they can cause a turnover on any team, anytime. They still have 37 seconds left to do this. So as it goes into the top ramp, it will be taken here by .com, sailing over, but good cutoff by Ender, trying to claim the game disc, maybe self-rebound, tap in, and that will bring it back to a 3-point lead here as the time does wind down.
Yeah, that's not going to... I don't know. You can't score. I mean, maybe a 3 here? Is there enough time to launch and get it down range?
Very, very unlikely possible, though.
Not a lot.
But, I mean, as long as they get to the disc like that, that would pretty much secure it. So, will be the first round. Go in favor here of Instinct, 13-10, but very, very close game right down to the last minute.
Solid job. I mean, fantastic back and forth here. I really am not invested in either one of these teams. I think we're going to probably get ourselves a best of 3. I would be surprised if we didn't.
Yeah.
At the very least, this round 2, I anticipate to be another close back and forth.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I always expect, and I kind of say a lot of the same things, right? From the caster's seat, knowing plenty of these players personally and just watching them over all the streams, at the end of the day, I want competitive games, so, you know,
yeah.
I'll cheer the good plays, but I'll really cheer the round 3s and the OTs, like regardless, because it just makes for such a fun experience. And again, these teams, especially at the top level, just able to continually, month after month, push each other to the next level, to the new limits. You're seeing that skill just continue, that ceiling continue to rise almost indefinitely. And that's what makes this game and what makes sports in general so fun to watch.
It's all, I wouldn't say it's frightening, but it's impressive how there's always innovation and strategy going on. And, you know, even after a game being out for so long, players are still finding new ways to do things. They're still finding new strategies and more effective, you know, passing routes and how to set up around goal. And it's, this game has been absolute joy to see. And now we're into round 2 of Synapse versus Instinct.
Yeah, and right away, a joust somewhat won by Synapse, but just knocked loose here by Instinct, going to be recovered by Ender, one of the hot hands from that last round, going for that deep back pass as the rest of the 3 players now just space out very nicely, kind of corner to corner up above.
Yeah, I want to know what the numbers are for Ender's stuns, because he was really brawling for a while there in the midfield, and he's still trying to throw some hands here at Zach. Can't find any of those, and Zach does get the disc into Instinct's side. Nice reaction, preventing that from really being a threat to Instinct and goal midfield battling.
Now Ender going for a deep shot, but unaware of just the backliner defense there, creeping up and sneaking up to get the intercept, so right back in the offense. Here for Synapse, trying to get that first goal with a great passing play. Chrome to Zach, and that is great placement on both the pass and the dunk.
Yeah, I almost feel like the goalie maybe thought that was a missed shot too. You know, didn't necessarily go for the grab in the back, and just an excellent job of following up. I didn't even see an available receiver there, so an excellent job of being cloaked, I suppose, in the backfield to score that too.
And that's the dangers too of someone like Zach, for instance, and having his teammates being able to enable him, because Zach is just one of the most dominant offensive players in the game. And again, there's a lot of dominant offensive players in this match alone right now, but Zach definitely just an absolute just monster when it comes to offense. So if he has teammates around him that can actually facilitate easy goals like that, where he can just kind of walk it in and dunk it in, it makes it all the more likely that they score, and it makes it all the more dangerous from any team they're going against when he doesn't even have to work that hard for the score.
See if this mistake gets punished by Synapse.
Ooh.
A missed toss and the three-pointer, open net from Chrome.
Now see, it's like I said. We saw Ender, the devastating offense. We saw Zach coming in. We see Chrome with a couple of three-point hits over these 2 rounds. That's what I mean. There really are no offensive slouches anywhere on either of these rosters. And that's the main point and why we love watching these Master Tier games.
No mistake goes unpunished either there. Just one missed pass is a three-pointer for Synapse. And see setup coming in here from Instinct again. Zach getting aggressive there on the offense, does just miss the intercept. Setup continues to roll out here. Instinct looking for a shot on goal. A nice cross in through the center there. Kavishi with a 2-pointer.
So clapping right back at them was Instinct getting on the board here now for the first time in round 2 with just nice, efficient plays. You can see all the goalies almost looked like they went for the grab on the disc and they anchored on instead. Cruz, I think that might have been, or perhaps Ender, but either or, kind of drawing out all the goalies, enabling that open shot, and now a great grab by .com as he passes it off to Andy.
I mean, that was a shot on goal right there. That was an open net behind .com. He reached out, I don't know, he extended his arm an extra foot there. Expector gadgeted that grab and prevented the goal from coming in. A missed shot on the backside there. That was a bit of an odd attempted clear, but still in the hands of Synapse in the midfield.
Yeah, well, now someone needs to go gadget, get the disc, as will be taken here by Chrome, going to the midfield, bouncing off the wall, back into the Rad logo area, but a good recognition on the pass up ahead to Zach, so Zach just eyeing down the goalkeeper. They got the 2-on-1, a lot of mustard on that pass attempt, so just will float right back to Chaos's hands.
Neither one of these squads letting up in the slightest here. This back and forth has been so aggressive. Look at Ender ping-ponging to every single Synapse offender, trying to stun them, trying to prevent them from being viable for a pass. And he is honestly holding up Synapse, or at the very least, I think Synapse is actually holding up them. They have the 3-point lead. They're just burning time right now with this passing.
Yeah, trying to look for maybe some calmer passing here. Got the goal, maybe a 2-on-3 situation, turning into a 3-on-3. Now the defense finally getting back to the bubble, but being dragged out there and losing it off the Geo. Tough error there, and it will be cleared as the nice leech, though, from Zach. And now Ender, though, still a lightly boosted Ender, that is. Going for a nice slap, but save from .com.
I'm starting to think these guys are practicing slap shots at the three-point line, Pally.
Yeah, they're just going for some straight up volleyball at the moment, it seems like. And indeed, it'll continue to ping and pong between these two sides.
How many different sports can you incorporate in your call-out here?
As many as I can. Basketball of them.
Oh, gee. All right, I'm out. I'm done. I quit.
That's all part of the plan. Anyway, over here we'll be taken back by Ender with plenty of time to spare. Maybe a miniature train about to unfold. No, just a pass.
It is a good pass, though. A decent setup here coming in from Instinct. Disrupted by Synapse and a great clear. Shifting that momentum, they were starting to mount. A good stack does not really get them onto goal here. They are contesting, trying to get it into their hands. But Synapse here, again, just playing keep away. This works for them. Burning the clock is effective.
Ooh, that was so nice. Talk about effective. That was super effective on that 7-2 lead now. Chrome to Andy this time.
Really nice setup there, too. Great pass, great center. I'm always amazed at the center passes. They're so quick, and I mean, we saw an attempted pass there go awry. It's not an easy thing to really accomplish, but they make it look so simple.
Yeah, that's one of the most impressive things, and it applies once again. I know the sports comparison. Yeah, I'll go to it again, but it's just that the pros in any game, any sport whatsoever, they always make the simple things and the difficult things look so simple.
Yep. Nice little pass worked there. Good stun from Andy to prevent really anything from coming out there. That was looking like an attempted shot on goal, but doesn't happen. Pass just goes awry, and that should be a clear here for Synapse. Things still going in their favor. They have a 5-point lead. Instinct need to answer back, or we go to a game 3.
Yeah, and so still about 3 minutes, and with a deep pass here, the defense now needs to get back for Synapse, otherwise cruising. He's going to go in for a attempted goal and does get it. Look at that patience. The decision-making had a few teammates, maybe, but then thought better of it and just said, okay, these goalies are going to dive. I'm going to get rid of this disc into the perfect spot.
I think a little overcommitment maybe out of the goalie. I mean, I know obviously it's a choice to try and challenge the goal there, but everyone left that net open, and the shot comes in before he can get stunned. Nice job there of Instinct. The slow crawl back here is in effect. Ender just missing the disc, does get it into his hands, passes up. Another shot on goal is going to be coming in here as the center comes out. Kavici with a back-to-back point here for Instinct, and just like that, a 5-point lead turns into near nothing.
Yeah, right back to it. And correct, chat. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. How rude of me. Hi, chat. Correct, that is NightFiree casting. You might notice it there on the replays. As long as we do our jobs, usually the names should be there on the replays. Sometimes they're missing, but yes, NightFiree joining us for another cast here, doing a great job, and I know he's been highly entertained by these high-level Echo games as of late.
Oh, every level of Echo, you know, it's exciting to see all tiers play, and how it's interesting. You know, you just see the development of teams throughout the divisions, and there's such a wide skill range in this league. It's a blast to be a part of. And another setup here, the passing, the quick work right in to the goal. Andy with a great setup from Chrome. That's a 3-pointer now required out of Instinct, or a quick couple of twos.
Well, that was nice. That was. Had Andy put that in with a little bit more sauce, I would have said that was disgusting, to give him one of his casting quotes, and I will go to it till the end of times. He said it probably once or twice, but I can't stop thinking of it. Yeah, great. Almost a bounce. Hold on there as it gets into the hands of .com. Less than a minute and a narrow 3-point lead going the way of Synapse and control of the disc, more importantly.
Can you imagine sinking the 3 you need from half court? That would have been
I could imagine. Andy could imagine. They're up by 6.
What was that? 14 meters? I mean, you're getting close. You know, that was a long-range snipe. Now it's out of reach. There's no way you can score 6 in 30 seconds.
Barring a miracle, but even just, getting it out to the mid lane there, that will pretty much close it off. I struggle to ever say impossible, depending, but yeah, now it is definitely. I'm happy. And you know what? As one more shot does go out and in from Zach, just to cap it off. Oh, man.
That looks so I mean, that was just effortless, too. And that just goes to show you what the skill level of these players. He turned around and sunk a 3, and anybody that's not level 50 says you're the greatest player in Echo Arena if they see that. And he did it with ease.
For context,
Yes.
There was once a time where if you had a little push shot at 7 meters per second from just outside the bubble, you were the greatest player in Echo Arena. How have things changed in a few years.
A few clips from today
yeah.
Can challenge that, but wow, we are going to it. It's the caster dream, really. A round 3 best of 3 with 2 top-tier teams playing at it.
Absolutely. And it goes back to your point you were making as well a few minutes back, just saying how at every level, at every division of Echo Arena, it's been like this. It's been an enjoyable thing to watch. And it's been the case since basically beginning of week 3. I keep saying this because it's true. It was true in the last stream we just did about an hour ago as well, where we keep seeing round 3s now, the last 10 days. We keep seeing multiple overtimes, which was the case in the last stream. And in this case, we're seeing the round 3 in this one. I mean, that's the beauty of the system, the ladder system, the MMR. Once it settles down, we get so many of these matchups just going right down to the wire, the last minute. And much of the same from this one so far.
Oh yeah, round 3 launch underway. Joust comes out here in favor of Synapse. It was looking like it might be in Instinct's hands there for a little bit, but Synapse here going to set up onto goal. A nice stack to disrupt the passing, prevents anything from happening as of yet, but still Synapse are going to challenge.
Yeah, and always is the case at the moment, though. Great tap pass there back and forth. Look at this control being shown as Chrome goes to the bottom, Zach goes to the top, and the shot does drop here to open up the third round 30 seconds in.
Wow, that was such incredibly fast passing. I mean, that slap pass straight to your teammate. Again, the slapping, it's an impressive. It's always fun to watch, and I think a little blitz might be coming out here. No, it was looking like they were going to potentially try and challenge that disc out the gate, but set up here in midfield doesn't quite work out for Synapse as Ender does get a pass off, but Synapse are able to challenge the clear here now. And let's see if the stack is here for Synapse. It might be just missing the pass. Cruzen going to be trying to sit in goal here. A fantastic goalie, so it's not going to be an easy couple of shots for Synapse, even if they do set up appropriately.
Yeah, and somehow that pass getting woven through will be taken right back again from Connemara Chaos, but Zach running the interference in the back line. That was definitely a stressful situation for Chaos. Somehow got the disc back a couple times, but that said, it is Instinct here in the back line, the bow tie, working it up the floor. It's Cruzen, has a defender in the mid lane, trying to approach, but also not get stuck out. You can see that's one of the things you'll notice about the high-level defenses as well, is how do you cut off passes and pressure without getting stunned and then left in the dust?
I couldn't tell you. That's for sure. I'm amazed by the play here. Is the backboard shot? Was that what happened there? Off the backboard, or was that an assist from Ender?
Yeah, that was off the backboard there from Ender, just 9 meters deep from that corner post. So as a result of that, it's a 1-point advantage now to Instinct, and Ender, again, another 3.
Oh, I see what happened on the replay. The stun came in on goalie, opened up the goal there for that reboard, that off the backboard to score, and a nice bit of teamwork there coming in from Instinct. The brawler opening up the net. Synapse here now brawling in midfield as they have everyone set up for a bit of passing. Oh my, what?
Nice. The passes, the plays, Chrome to Andy again, those cuts. But you see how that developed as well. I want to point out the stun in the back line. This is what I was talking about. You try to approach, try to defend tightly, but then the moment you get stuck out, you're suddenly leaving a number situation against you.
That bounce pass was that was insane. The passing out of Synapse right now, it is what is putting them up 4-3, and you can see here Instinct is trying to slow it up. Synapse has gotten a few points. They've been playing a little too aggressive for Instinct's liking, and they just need to take a bit of a breather. Synapse not really allowing that to happen here. A bit of a quick brawl session going on in midfield for Disc does go in favor of Instinct. They start to set up here. Connemara with a nice pass to Kavici, and a great answer back with a 2-pointer coming in from Instinct. Their cross-passing has been great today.
Yeah, for as well as the passing game has benefited Synapse, especially in that second round and now going to the third. Instinct, same thing. That was their bread and butter type plays that they went through and went to an awful lot there in Season 1 with some great success, especially over the months as it got closer and closer to those postseason plays in the finals and such. So not a surprise to see that from them either, as Synapse now just attempts the rebuttal but missing the handles there on the catch.
All mistakes tend to go punished in these high-tier games, and now Instinct going to try and punish Synapse for that missed pass. The clear here, and a missed pass coming off the Geo doesn't get scooped up by Synapse quite yet, but they are really doing a lot to challenge this Instinct team in the midfield.
Yeah, and this Instinct team, I mean, they have themselves that 1-point advantage, and they're looking to grow it a little bit more as Connemara Chaos now with 2 stuns there to open it wide there for Connemara Chaos. Kavici, I think I want to give credit to, but one of those Instinct players just brawled out a duo to completely make that a 1-on-1.
It's interesting too. They all set up. There was a couple of options. You know, he could have crossed it. He could have passed it behind goal, and I think that's what threw off that defense. Basically opening it up for a straight shoot to the goal and a dunk. And now Synapse, they are not happy with this. They're going to challenge the quick answer. no, the misgrab, the momentum. 2 points into Synapse's pocket, and oh, it is a 1-point lead now for Instinct.
Ender is on fire. With that was very unusual. So that may be a VRML record for slowest goal, maybe, to go in. That was incredible.
Yeah, I don't think you could get it much slower, even if you tried. Really, it would be quite an accomplishment if you did. So we'll have to look into the books. We'll dig into the record books.
Someone
we keep in the
call
archives.
Ignite. They might know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They might.
Yeah.
A bit of passing coming in here from Instinct. A nice bit of fighting out of Connemara here in the setup for Ender. Instinct continues to pound home their lead, keeping that advantage now, pushing it up to 3. I don't know. The 3s are going to be hard to score. I mean, what's the setup for a 3? Because everyone's been doing great. It seems to be the dominating style, seems to be getting the passing within that bubble down to a T, and then you can kind of challenge the goal. But I just don't see an easy 3 here for Synapse. So they're most likely going to have to stack a couple of 2-pointers, get the disc into their possession here, and a bit of a mispass does allow Synapse to get their hands on the disc, clear it out of their zone. We'll see if the stack is here to challenge. It is, just misses.
That was a really hot stack as well. Just so hot, in fact, they couldn't get the disc back the first attempt. Still trying to contest this here on the second, but Andy running some interference, a double knockout there with the stuns. So instead, some more knockouts up here on Zach. A very deep shot being taken, but hiding there in the very right place at the very right time with 2:45 left is .com trying to find teammates on the tunnel.
Ooh, a good intercept from Kavici. What was looking like a nice setup for Andy W does not follow through. Ender keeps hands on disc and continues to burn time away here. This works for Instinct, even if they aren't scoring right now. If they're just passing around in center field, it's burning time down and away from Synapse to be able to answer back.
And we saw that a little bit too on Sunday during the Oculus Venues event. Hold on, a big shot. Oh, that could have tied it up. 2:10 remaining. Unfortunately, couldn't convert, but still a rebound. The defense now retreating into the goal, so now they have to do it kind of the old-fashioned way and back it out and try and look for a slower play to buy themselves a potential goal, but no, getting stunned here. Kavici the clear.
Great job disrupting this. Where is the stack? Where is the defense? It's not there in time. Cruisin has extended the lead to 6. This is going to be tough for Synapse to answer back from, Pally.
Yeah, now, super tough, especially when opportunity there to maybe get the tie up.
Yeah.
With 90 seconds left, down by 6, it's tough. It's not impossible, certainly for this team, but they will need to have another one of these faster rollouts, and they'll have to put something in rather quickly here, ideally a 3, and the turnover is going to hurt.
Yes, it is. What they cannot afford is another 3 here. The setup, a 2 at least, is also damage done, and Instinct pile on, now 8. With a limited amount of time on the clock, coming down to just a minute. It's going to be quite a miraculous comeback from Synapse if they can muster it, but both these teams have been playing excellent. They have strategies in their pocket. I'm not going to count them out, but it's going to be a tall order.
Yeah, well, I mean, going back to the Sunday's Venues event, for instance, we saw a couple matches, both ends there. Hellbent and Locos as a shot goes through. Well, that's going to do it there for Connemara, Chaos, and the Instinct team. That was just a mean shot to end it here, 17, and basically be the ice. But yeah, I've seen crazier things is all, but I think that will definitely do it.
The definition of adding insult to injury there. That underhand long shot sniped in for 3, and this is Instinct's W, but hard fought. Yeah, for sure. Synapse absolutely duking it out with Instinct today, and this was a fun one to watch. Oh
yeah, it definitely was. 3-round thriller, all the same. Just again, I mean, despite the score now, still came down to essentially the last minute, 90 seconds or so. It was still definitely within reach. So slightly misleading just because of those really late 3s there in that final minute or so. But yeah, that win will go here to Instinct, continuing to show their strength in the Master Division. Meanwhile, for Synapse, they're going to move on to play over on one more game against Redshift here at about 25 minutes, so still have some time to end the night with that 1-1 record. If they, just get together, take a drink, cool off, as I always like to say between the rounds, and just get right back to it with another good game soon. But Instinct definitely showing the strong effort there, and yet another 3-round thriller involving their team over the last several months.
I'm sweating.
Same. Always am, though.
That was an excellent set. I'm very glad to have tuned in for that. I think there's some other games going on VRML 2. Am I correct in that, or do we have more coming here, Pally? I think you said we have one in 25 minutes. Am I right on that, or is that?
Yeah. So Synapse is going to go and play Redshift. They'll be. I don't think I actually filled myself into that slot, but it will be here, rest assured, on Channel 1 in 25 minutes. Over on Channel 2, Sir Dimwee is there, and he'll be casting Protostar versus Onion, and that should be starting in the next few minutes, it looks like. So. Let's see, the stream presumably is up, so definitely direct you over to there, but be back soon for Synapse's return and see if they can finish out the night one-on-one. One and one. Taking a look just quickly, too, at the stats, read those off since there's a bit of time. Yeah, Ender leading the way. I mean, 15 points, several of those threes just from that outer edge of the three-point zone off the backboard or just directly through center, hitting some good shots. Couple of assists as well as 47 stuns. Kavici completing 8 points and 2 assists, 5 points and 2 assists for Cruzin. Kanemaru Chaos 8 points and some of those nice snipes that we saw, and the 4 assists as well.
Jeez, that was an insane game from Ender. 15 points and 47 stuns. That's a busy person.
Absolutely, definitely been one of the busier players, I would say, on offense. You talk about those actions per minute. I mean, so not only offense, really, just all over the floor. Whether it's speeding by, it's brawling, getting some saves here and there over the weeks as well. I mean, very high APM for sure for Ender, and proving to be one of the hottest hands, I think, in these first few weeks, 4 weeks now of Season 2. But as we see from Synapse, there was 11 points for Andy W. leading that charge, 1 assist and 24 stuns. Chrome with a strong 9 points and a very strong 6 assists. Definitely just the facilitator across multiple teammates of his. And also putting forth 3 saves and 37 stuns. For .com as an assist, 6 saves. Ridiculous as well, but again, par for the course for Mr. .com. And stuns 24 for him as well. Now Zach 56 stuns leading the way across all players in this game, as well as the 9 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 2 steals. So an absolutely full stat line for Zach. But that said, then that will do it for now. Again, over to Channel 2. There will be another match starting or getting started soon. So we'll direct you over to that shortly. In fact, here I'll get that in for you. But yeah, join us back in 20 minutes and we'll see Synapse going against Redshift. Until then, chat, thank you for joining us. To address one boosty real quick. I took it off so it didn't get uploaded with all the rest of this stuff, but I can put it up on the highlights drive. Don't you worry. Yes. Okay, other than that, thank you, chat, for joining us. I've been Palidore, that's been NightFiree, and that was a fun match. So until 20 minutes from now, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other, and we'll see you again real soon.
Bye.